Now, these looked a bit weird when they first came out, and yeah, they still look weird. So first up is the Schwarzmüller Timber Trailer Semi. This is by Giant Software, 10.16 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under wood transport. Now, we'll say this from the start, right? All these, not just this specific one, they should have come out in the game, base game. Just saying that. Just saying that. We'll carry on anyway. So obviously it's going to be found under wood transport, if I haven't already said that myself. And then we've got a few options. So it starts off with, well, it's 42.5 grand, but we have got a couple of optional extras already in. So if we turn those off, there you are. So that's your 42.5 grand base version. You can then have the extension, so 4x3 meter, 3x4 meter, 2x6 meter, and then back to 4x3. So obviously it's just the spacing of the upright supports. You then got mud flaps. So we have got nothing, design 1, design 2, design 3, and then nothing. So it's the ones by the wheels, the one on the back, both or nothing. You then got spare wheel, yes or no. Although, where's it putting the spare wheel? Is it going to be around the front? I'd imagine. So let's have a little look. Ah, there you are, underneath. Right, no problem. You then got design. So we've got orange. These are going to be the reflectors on the uprights. So we've got orange, yellow, or nothing. We then got your front guard, yes or no. So it puts like a headache rack on there, that sort of thing. And also, you've got some tools on the front. All right, fair enough. Main colour is going to be that one. So if you've got the unlimited colours mod on, you can paint it whatever you like. Why not? And then your main colour, again, we'll go for something a little different. We'll go for purple. Does the bottom bits of the supports. The design colour, again, is going to do the upright supports. And then the rim colour is obviously going to do your rims. Oh, fair enough. I mean, if you're into your logging, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not a logger, not really into the old forestry scene. But that being said, that's an alright trailer, that is. Next up is the first. I mean, I don't even know what to say about this. It's, to be fair, it's the first sort of issue that I've ever actually come across. I mean, apart from a little bit of blurriness on the decals or the icons in, well, the screens in the vehicles, this is the first time I've actually had anything like this happen. Which is, I mean, to be fair, if it's supposed to be like that, that looks awesome. If not, it's going to need an update. I'd imagine it's going to need an update. Now, this is the Pottinger Impress 3190 VZ Pro. Now, I would say if it's got Pro in the name, it's so much better, but no. Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be like this. So this is by Giant Software, 34.57 megabyte on the download. And I'm going to put a picture up of what it should actually like. What it should actually look like compared to what it does look like now. And yeah, it's missing some things. But anyway, you have 150 horsepower requirement from your tractor. It's going to do 125 to 180 centimeter round bales, and it's going to wrap them as well. And it's going to work at 10 mile an hour working speed. You got your BKT, your Trelleborg, your Michelins, your Vredesteins, and back to your BKTs. I mean, you've got your Vredesteins, has got a couple of different tyre options on it. You then got the option of round bale net. So you've got standard net, film binding, empty, or standard. So if you go for the film bind, well, if you go for the empty, you are going to have to fill it up before you start using it. And then for the bale wrap, you've got white, black, green, nature green, and then empty. So again, if you go for empty, you are going to need to fill it up. But I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see what this, what it actually looks like if you're, if you're baling with a baler that doesn't have any sides on it. Can we see stuff going in? No, we can't. Oh, can we see stuff? Spin it around. Oh, let's zoom out a little. Oh, you can see the bale. It's getting bigger and bigger. I mean, I can't see where my window is, mind you, but you can see the bale getting bigger and bigger. I should have let this grass get this long. That's quite good, actually. I like that. And then it goes out the back. I mean, it's not supposed to do that. Well, it's not supposed to be like this anyway. Obviously, you're supposed to have some sides on it, but that's a little different. maybe I won't update it, because that looks quite good, actually. And next up is a fan favourite. Oh, it's definitely a favourite of mine. And to be fair, this is the thing that made me straight up buy the old Vicon DLC on FS19, the Fast Bale. It's by Giant Software, 22.53 megabyte on the download. But this is an awesome baler. And I think, who is it? Was it Mark Thorne? Yeah, I think that was a modder, made it into something epic. It really did. But to start off, this is a great baler, 100%. So 150 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 10 mile an hour working speed. It's going to do 125 centimetre round bales, and it's going to wrap them at the same time. So you've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, and then back to Trelleborg on your wheels. You got your standards and you got some wides in there. Actually, that looks all right with wide tyres, I must admit. You got the option of Vicon or Converland, so you go for whichever one you want. I'd personally like the Vicon, obviously down to you. You then got your standard net, your film binding or empty. So if you are going with it empty, you will need to fill it up first. And then your bare wrap, you got your Rani wrap white, black, green, nature green or empty. So again, if you're going with empty, you are going to need to fill that up. Now, what makes this baler so good is you don't have to stop. Yeah, we'll turn it on, we'll lower it down and we'll get going. Now, don't get me wrong, 4 mile an hour, probably not the fastest baler on the planet. And obviously once the old quick bale, that was the name of it, comes out, obviously you'll be whipping around the fields, no problem. But to be get going with this, you know, you just sit there chilling out in your seat, you don't have to stop, and you get wrapped bales. Oh, this is definitely a winner. Now, last mod for the day, and I say last mod, it's a bit of a pack, is the Farmall 24 Fent Pack by Giant Software, 51.63 megabyte on the download. And as you can imagine from the name, it's what got released at Farmall 24 when they was at the Fent factory. So, first up, we've got the 380 GTA Turbo. I'm not sure if that's related to anything of the other game, but that's a great name, I must admit. It's got a 95 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed, and it looks weird. Where's the engine? I mean, I know the engine's obviously under the seat, but it just looks like it's missing something. But it's not. That's how it's supposed to be. You got your Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Vredestein, Mitis, and then back to Trelleborg again. We've got your mediums, got some weights. I mean, there is some duals on here. On some of them, you've got rear twins on the back. Well, narrows all round, narrow twins, that's all right indeed. Then you got your main colour. So again, if you've got the unlimited colour option on, well, the unlimited colour mod, you can make whatever colour you like. And then obviously that goes up with the rims as well. Now for this one, there is 2 pieces of equipment. So first off, we've got the front loader for the GTA. Obviously, they're slightly different, so you are going to need to get the correct one. Otherwise, yeah, it's not going to attach. So we've got this one here, the GTA front loader. So configuration, standard, wooden box, or standard. You then have the chassis colour, which is going to be matching up with your main vehicle, $5,000. And then if you wanted to have a little bit of a tanker, supplementary tanker, that sort of thing, we've got the Speedo Port Front Tank GTA, 1450 litre capacity for $2,000. And then if you go for the sprayer option, we have got this, which will go on both tractors, to be fair, which is the Speedo Port. Well, it's just the Speedo Port, the Raro Speedo Port, 200 litre capacity, but obviously this is your spray boom going out the back. So 21 metre working width, 7 mile an hour working speed, $4,000. Now, if you didn't fancy that tractor, but you fancy the other one, the Xylon 524, which still looks weird. I'm sorry, but it does. They look weird. It's got 147 horsepower engine, 31 mile an hour top speed, and you got your options of Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Vredestein, Mitis, BKT, Nokian, and then back to Trelleborg. I mean, you have got the same sort of shenanigans on the go. Although I will say a word of warning: if you're going to go for this spraying boom on the back, yeah, be a little bit careful with what you go on, because it's well, we'll see in a minute. I mean, you'll get your colour options the same as before. Now, with this one, obviously, you got the Xylon front loader. It's the same as the previous one. Obviously, pick the right one, which matches up with your tractor. And then we've also got its own tank to go on the front. All right, fair enough. I mean, same capacity as the other one, mind you. Now, even out in the open, they do look random. I mean, it's like one of those cars that you find at the junkyard that someone's already taken the engine out of. But all right, no problem. I mean, obviously they are designed to mount up with whatever piece of equipment you've gone for. Obviously, make sure you get the right one. Even with that on the front, it still looks a bit random, but okay. And then we've got the old Xylon over here. So we've got the tank out for this one. So you just drive through, tank mounts on the front, no problem. So there we are. So we just pull in like that. There we are, mount it up. And this is what I was saying about the tyres on the back, especially with this spraying boom. So we'll get close enough, and it sort of, yeah, tilts up and then catches. So just bear that in mind. But that being said, if you don't mind weird looking tractors, these could be right up your street.